stand in the car, hoping you would call back, knowing that someday I'll come to that light.
Welcome to another episode of Valhalla TV. This is episode 8, apparently.
Yeah, we took a little bit of a sabbatical.
Yeah, it's been a long, well, it's been a couple months, I think, but we're back. We don't really know what we're going to talk about today, but we figured we'd join you here on the internet anyways.
Well, we do know what we're going to talk about, Brian, and I think it's, you're just being humble. We're going to talk about your new band, The Broken Eights.
Okay.
And we've been discussing on, the music and, how we're being called back down to Nashville and get to Music City to get that music energy, that vibration and frequency. And you do a lot of work with music and healing therapy.
Yes.
Working through Reiki and now music. So you're kind of doing your own healing modalities, but gotta love a good rock band.
Yeah. The Broken Eights, it's been a healing thing for me, because I am a firm believer in music healing you, and sometimes to get that darkness out, you gotta plug in an electric guitar and go.
Right. Well, you gotta celebrate the shadow side, of being human, the ego. And, Dawn and I have been big followers of AC/DC, which, everybody's wearing devil horns, but there's so much love and purity at a AC/DC concert.
Yep.
So it's that same concept of just getting out and shaking out the baddies and
balance.
It's the balance, absolutely.
Yeah, and through this band too, it was it gave me an opportunity to write songs and say things that I couldn't say in my acoustic folk act,
Sure.
or with the Merriweathers, which is more of a fun, upbeat band. But this one, I do delve into some dark subjects throughout the album, but there's always that hope, left in there. Like, we have a song called 100 Years, which is about, like, if we don't all get our stuff together, things could be really bad. Or it is what we manifest it to be. We can choose to make the world a better place, or let it fall down the tubes. Then we have a song called Found My Pain, which is a anti-suicide song. It's the way the story came about, I deal with depression every once in a while. We all do. But the way the story came out, I was just having one of those really dark days, and I started walking around the house and just telling myself, I'm okay, it'll be okay, and I turned those lines into a song to show, like, just wait till tomorrow, I mean, don't wait to kill yourself for tomorrow, but wait for tomorrow, because if you don't do that act today, tomorrow will be okay. If tomorrow's not okay, wait another day. And I think a lot of people have really connected with that song for that reason.
And that message has come through in multiple readings for years of clients who come in and their loved one had committed suicide, and so that message of just one more day really comes through many times from the other side. So it was wonderful to hear your song, even though it's a sad song to hear, but yet it does give you that hope, like you said, to just hang on one day, because we all go through those dark days, and especially with seasonal depression, you've had other music that deals with that, so you kind of tackle all
You've
of those
been making
subjects.
People cry for years,
Yes,
right? But that is such an emotional release, and people stifle their pain, and they don't want to look at it, and sometimes you do need to purge that out with a good cry. And I mean, scientific research says that the chemical in tears of grief or sadness, they all look different, and it's that endorphin release to make you feel better. We all feel better after a good cry, or it touches some emotions within us. So it does. You're writing about suicide. I mean, it's just another form of healing. Music is truly just another form of healing and walking our earth walk.
Yep.
So when you have a big special day here coming up.
Yes, this Thursday, 4/20, down at Northwoods in Osseo here. We could have done this show anywhere else, as a band. We're kind of an Eau Claire based band, and Eau Claire has an awesome music scene, and so everyone wants to do it there so they can claim their Eau Claire flag, basically. And But for me, I'm a local guy, and I try to do, like we do Park Beats in Osseo, which will be starting at the end of June. So I wanted to bring it to Osseo because this is my roots.
Right.
This is my town. And we got talking with Sean Annis over there at Northwoods about brewing a beer for it too. And we decided to do a hemp IPA.
Perfect. 420.
420 hemp IPA. And Eddie, their brewmaster there, came up with a great recipe. Me and my guitar player Riff went over there, and he put us to work all day long,
Right.
dumping buckets, measuring stuff out, and so we just thought it'd be a cool thing to do to release along with the album, a beer, and it's a beer that I can drink because I'm allergic to chocolate, and porter beers. There's a lot of hemp porters out there, but they all have chocolate in. So, and I
see.
I do like the idea of hemp products and bringing that, because it does have a medicinal quality too. Bringing that out somehow, and just a little ego and selfishness too.
It's not ego. It's fun.
To be like, hey, we made a beer, but it's
Well, it's a creation. I don't
Yeah.
think there's anything wrong with seeing something. It's not your idea, Brian.
yeah. Yeah.
And that's just it. When we get on that shadow self, we all have that higher self, and the human aspect of us, of like thinking something's bad because it created itself.
Yeah.
It created itself, and there is your higher self knows that this is a good thing. We can eat, drink, and be merry. We're just getting off of Easter, and we all know when they were out of wine, Jesus made more.
Yeah.
And that's why, when Shuni was here, our Mayan friend, we had talked about there's a different era to spirituality. It's like we honor the shadow self. All of us have it. And to not look at it, to think it's not there, like we're all perfect. We're here, we're human. None of us are perfect, But no, we're very proud of your creations. And we've been able to see you through so much of it.
Yeah.
And we've worked with you and helped understand the mind over matter. So you're finally getting it brew.
Yeah.
And a new band.
You too,
A strange brew and a new band, the Broken Eights. We had the pleasure of meeting
Yep.
them when playing down at Northwoods when our friend Aaron Houdini was in town, because we just did an event, that you helped host with Aaron Houdini in town. So hey, Aaron, did a wonderful event and a magic show for raising money for Parkinson's. So yeah, we were on that same level. We could have brought that to Eau Claire too, and we brought it to O-Town.
Yep. Yeah, because there's a lot of good people here. And I've noticed too over the years as I've grown in the music business, and where it was just me playing at the local bar,
Right.
on weekends when I wasn't working, and then it morphed into suddenly it became a job for me and my living, and how so many people in the community have just like stood behind it and accepted it and really wished the best for me. And I think that's what community is all about. Is
And we
wishing
love
the
Eau Claire.
best for
right?
everybody.
And we love Eau Claire. It's the largest major
Oh, yeah.
city next to us, and always very supportive. But yeah, Eau Claire is branching out, and we're only 20 miles from Eau Claire. So, we love our little town. So we are very proud of you and proud to have you from Osseo.
Thanks.
And we just lost a dear friend.
Yeah.
And very much a pillar in our Osseo community, talking about Park Beats and our all of our music teacher, Mark Weiner.
Yeah.
So we send love to his family, and the whole town. You can still feel the grieving, but we had the celebration of life this weekend, and it was a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
So
and Mark was an inspiration to me. I mean, and I had him as a choir teacher first, and then we became friends out of that, and we recorded albums together. We made music together, and he was the first one. I remember when I was in 7th grade, I had this music theory class, and he's like, well, what do you think you want to do with this music? Because I was the long-haired kid bringing my electric guitar and screaming, and he's like, what do you want to do with this music thing? I said, well, I want to be a rock star. I want to do this as a living, maybe not be the biggest band out there, but be able to put my time and energy into this music. And he was the first person in my life that said, you can do this. You're gonna do it. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be a long road, but if you stay focused and really drive for it, you can do this. And out of all the people in my life, I mean, that one person telling me that I could do this made all the difference in the world.
Well, and he knew what he was talking about.
Yeah.
He knew what he was talking about.
He was such an inspiration for so many people, and he met people where they were.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's what Mark played for my wedding 33 years ago, and that's what I really appreciated about him and his personality. So much so that, you know, one of the most important days of my life, we invited him and his wife to partake in our celebration. But he met people where they were, and I think that's what opened up so many people's hearts with him.
At such an impressionable age, in elementary school, but even more so in high school. You know, I'd posted, you know, he always offered us a hall pass to Music Sanctuary, because he did look at young adults as people.
Yep.
As, you know, he understood, he was very empathic and sensitive, could always bring cheer people up at a very vulnerable time when, you know, you have your first loves or your first breakups and all of that, and he always offered that space and that sanctuary. And kind word and inspiration. So, I mean, talk about spiritual healers or spiritual...
And intuitive. I mean, he was so intuitive to catch
you
us
know,
where we
absolutely.
needed to.
So much love. I mean, there are a few people that come into your life that have so much unconditional love for humanity, and Mark definitely was one. But I think more importantly, he wasn't just blowing smoke. He meant it.
Yep.
And he's a good judge of character, and he meant it. So, I mean, I know he'll be with you on your travels.
And he fought for many years to stick it out here on this earth school with us. And, you know, had he left us the first years he dealt with this, look at how much he's taught between, from the beginning till now, you know. So we thank him for his mission, his earth school, his mission. And we strive to be this much of what he brought to the world.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Yeah.
It's hard sometimes because, you know, so this time of year it is hard for young students and the children just trying to get through till graduation, and life is so uncertain. And but really, you know, our souls, we always have free will to pick one more day. And Mark picked 17 more days. Yeah. Even though, as you know, the body, you know, he'd regenerate it over and over and over again. But, you know, we all have a mission here. And, you know, free will, it's that's why it is so sad when lives get cut short in any way. But yet, they're still very much part of our lives.
Oh, yeah.
You know, they're still on our journey with us. And we talk about that all the time with our clients of, look around, you'll find them. They're always with us. So we know Marcus is watching over us and going to bring us the signs that that he's with us all. Yeah. So
yeah, and he's the one who brought my guitar player, Mike Johnson. We call him Riff because if you hear the guitar he plays some beats. I met him through our it was a music theory class, and Mike was in there. He was learning like alternate tuning guitars. Mike's one of these guys. You give him a guitar or a banjo or anything with strings, be like, here's the tuning. Give him 10-15 minutes to be playing you a song. I mean, it's just
magical.
Yeah, that talent. And Mark brought us together in that. And so, like the first couple days, he taught us a bunch of stuff, and then it's like, well, we got to learn an instrument, take vocal lessons, do whatever you guys want. And me and Mike were just kind of jamming a little bit on acoustic guitars, and then there was no band that hour, and the choir room was connected to the band room, and so Mr. Tiller let us utilize that, and like 4 of us guys started a band there, and every third hour we had that freedom to come down there and play the most terrible sounding music in the world. But it was a growing process. We learned how to work together as a team of musicians, and I think that's really come out in this new band, the Broken Eights, because now me and Mike, after all these years, we're in a band together again. Our drummer, Derek Biederman, I played in a band with him back out of high school, and then he played in the Brian Bethke band for a while. Lance Harris, I've played with him in the Brian Bethke band. I've done numerous shows. Lance is our bass player, and I've done numerous shows with him and his other bands, and it's all these people that really helped me along in my life and have been such great friends and, you know, such kind souls that once you bring that all together, I mean, you can see with our dynamic on stage, we're not out there for the crowd. I mean, it's going to sell itself. We're not out there to make everyone in the crowd be like, "Oh, you guys are awesome." We're up there to have fun.
It just happens when you have love in your heart.
Yep.
When you love what you do, it's just easy.
Yep.
It just is.
We turn into those 14-year-old boys again, and you know,
Isn't that what we're all striving for?
Yeah.
Well,
Yes.
not to turn into 14-year-old boys, but you know, to have that energy.
Yeah, but just to enjoy life, and that's what it's about.
Right.
Be playful. You know, just because we're adults doesn't mean we can't be a little goofy, a little foul mouth, a little whatever. But
Real.
Yeah, a little real. Yeah,
Right.
and just smile and have a good time. And every band practice is like that. I mean, I hate for anyone to hear recordings of how we are, but it's like we do. We turn into those goofy little kids again. But then you leave practice and you're just like, oh, I feel good, and you know. And I always try to hug everyone. Our drummers, I was like, we always give them a big hug because
Everybody knows drummers, you know. That's just a drummer.
you know, we all hug each other, tell each other we love each other, and I mean, I think people should do that more in the world with their friends, their family. You know, give someone a hug, tell them you love them. You know, be there for people during their struggles because we all have that struggle.
Life is too short.
Yeah,
Life is too short, and get out there and live. Get out and see a rock concert. Shake it up a little.
Yep.
And
you know,
remember
we've been
that
into our heads too much. We need to
those-
shake it up with the vibrational music.
those simple little things that we say to one another, like you know, it's going to be hard. It's going to be a struggle, but you can do it.
Yeah.
You know, look at how he manifested that little seed and planted that little mustard seed, and here's Brian today with the Broken Eight. So
Grew into
thank you. I cannot wait until Thursday.
Yes,
I'm excited.
we'll be there for sure.
had thought about going to Hawaii, and I actually decided to stay because I couldn't miss this. So
Yeah, it was fun. And I did want to mention something about the beer too, because
Yes,
of
tell
course,
us about this beer.
Well, our hemp IPA we talked about a little bit, but about drinking in, you know, just in
Moderation.
general, because I know a lot of people on Facebook who follow me knew that last year I quit drinking for about 6 months, or no, it's like, it was sometime for like 6 months, and I had Lyme disease again, and right after that I had shingles. And so I quit for health reasons to quit then, and I probably was drinking a little more than I should have, because when you're sick, you get that dark mode. But now it's like I say, you drink to celebrate, not in excess, but drink a beer, have some fun, you know. But if you're feeling that down, dark time, don't use that to medicate yourself. So
because it's only going to bring you deeper.
Yeah, it's
it's only going to bring you deeper, and I mean, we've all been in those situations in life where, and it is, you can choose to get out of it. It's not comfortable to have to feel your feelings without, you know, the Band-Aid of alcohol.
Yeah.
And so it is important. That's a great point you bring up.
to drink to not to drink to medicate, but drink to celebrate. And you know, we talk about that in our practice as well, and it is important to celebrate, and so we're going to be celebrating with you. We celebrated Mark's life, and Mark, no doubt, will not miss this either.
Yeah.
So he went a little further than Hawaii, but
He's everywhere now. He's
now,
everywhere
so-
now. So
thank you
we
for
are so proud of our little
Yes.
brother Brian.
Yes.
We call him our little brother, but
we're all brothers and sisters.
yes, we're all brothers and sisters.
us hippie freaks.
Testify.
Yeah. So. Yeah, come on out Thursday.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry this Valhalla TV was all about me, but, you know,
Yeah.
shameless self-promotion, I can do that.
Well, and we never write a script for this.
So you're stuck with whatever
we
comes
never
up.
write a script. But we are just coming out of the Easter holiday and starting to get back in the process of making more of these. Just, you know, because we just like hearing ourselves talk, I think. So.
And we messed up and did not shoot Valhalla TV when Aaron was here, Aaron Houdini. So we will invite him back right here.
We
And,
challenge you,
We challenge you,
to
Houdini.
get back here and do some escapes, some magic. We love you, Aaron. We miss you. We can't wait for you to come back here and do some more magic.
Yeah.
and he liked Osseo a lot, so he'll be back.
Thank
He'll
you,
be back.
everyone in Osseo.
Yes, thank you
our
so much.
friends and neighbors and those in the
We
community.
had a packed
and surrounding.
show.
Oh,
We
Lord.
reached the fire capacity.
We
so
could not believe.
With a 1 month challenge, we thank Wax Radio for having us on, Brian for promoting us, Linda Godfrey, Terry Fisk, and Chad really missed out, Chad Lewis, and he said, I'll be back at the next one for sure. So, so hopefully we can have another event there. Do you hear that, Sean?
Yeah, so thanks for joining us, and we'll try to get back in the swing of things and get these coming out every week. With our busy schedules, sometimes that's not always possible, but we're gonna try our hardest.
We're going to do as much as we can.
All right. So we'll see you when we see you.
Bye-bye.